Well, hello there, Juicers. It seems like it's been a while since we've checked up on some of our favorite cast members of the Upper and Lower East Side. Haven't you wondered what they've been doing since the last episode of Gossip Girl aired in 2012? We've got the most outrageous news, like assault allegations, unbearable behavior on set, and there's a lot of babies in that mix too. One of them was even born in a prison. Rumour Juice here, the one and only source for the most scandalous lives of Hollywood's elite. See what we did there? Wink, wink. Before we spill all the juiciest stories, remember to subscribe to our channel and give that notification bell a ring so you can be the first to know when we upload new content. Leighton Meester. The queen of the Upper East Side, Darling B. You might remember her as Blaine Waldorf, who lived a life so lavish it could have been easily compared to that of a princess. In fact, at one point in the show, she even married a prince. Leighton Meester, on the other hand, did not have the most luscious start to life and could not be more different from her on-screen character. Leighton was born in prison. Yeah, we know, it's crazy. Her mother gave birth to her baby girl at the start of her 10-year sentence she was serving for smuggling drugs.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, a little, yeah.
All right, tell people the situation that you were in with your parents and everything.
My parents had been part of a very interesting lifestyle, I guess you could say.
They were in prison?
Yes.
Okay.
Baby Leighton spent the first months of her life in a halfway house before eventually being placed in the custody of her grandmother to await her mom's release. Despite having such a rough start to her life, the actress has never let it get to her. I think it just makes me appreciate the things that I have now. Unfortunately, things between mother and daughter did not get any easier from then. As the years went by and Leighton's career started to take off, she began to financially support both her mother and her younger brother, Lex. Meester's brother had always had health issues, and at one point, he even needed to have brain surgery. The actress wanted to help as much as she could, and was giving her mother extra money to pay for her brother's medical bills. Unfortunately, Leighton later found out that rather than use the money that her mother was given to care for her brother, she was spending it on cosmetic surgeries and hair extensions. From that moment on, the actress financially cut off her mom.
You know, she told me she really didn't ever want to have anything to do with me again, so, I guess I've kind of respected her wishes. I did talk to her agent. I actually didn't talk to her agent. I called her agent.
Thankfully, Leighton's career has soared, and she's also been just as successful in her romantic life. The actress got married in 2014 to the OC star Adam Brody, and the couple has 2 beautiful children together. I wouldn't change anything in the past because I'm happy where I am now. And I think that that's one of the many wonderful parts of not only having a child and meeting your soulmate, but also I feel really lucky career-wise, really in a place that I want to be. Ed Westwick. It seems perhaps Ed has faced the most backlash since having left behind the role of Chuck. While he was dating his now ex-girlfriend, Jessica Serfaty, they split when Ed was accused of multiple cases of alleged sexual assault. Fans all over the world were shocked, and the news spread like wildfire.
A second woman has now come forward accusing Gossip Girl actor Ed Westwick of sexual assault.
Although investigators have found no evidence of the alleged assaults and cleared him of all charges, the actor was still fired and replaced from the show ordeal by Innocence. It took quite some time for Ed to recover from the awful publicity, and he continued to maintain his innocence. He went on to take a hiatus from social media and did his best to focus on his career as much as possible. Thankfully, after some time, the actor was able to recover his reputation, and it seems all has been forgiven by fans.
TikTok, tell me you've watched Gossip Girl without actually telling me you've watched Gossip Girl. I'll start. I'm Chuck Bass.
He's worked on films like Enemy Lines and Me, You, Madness. His love life also seems to be blossoming with South African model Tamara Francesconi, who has been sharing their endlessly cute and romantic relationship on Instagram for the world to see. Taylor Momsen. Before Taylor became famous as Little J, she was Little Cindy Lou Who in The Grinch. Wasn't she just so cute? It wasn't just Little J that liked to ruffle the feathers of those around her. Taylor became infamous for her intolerable behavior on set. She would arrive late, not know her lines, and was argumentative with the crew. She was later asked to leave the show for her unprofessionalism, which was no problem for Momsen because she was more focused on her musical career anyway.
What about going back to Gossip Girl?
No, I'm done. I am done. So I'm psyched. It's good to finally be able to focus only on music and not have to work, 10 jobs at once. So.
Taylor has always been unapologetically herself, and her music is the perfect way for her to express her arts to the world. She became the lead singer for the rock band The Pretty Reckless that has dropped 4 epic albums. The band has had a steady stream of shows, opening for Marilyn Manson, Evanescence, and Nickelback.
I started writing songs at 5 years old, so I would consider myself a musician because it's the thing that I chose. It's the thing that I picked, and I've been acting since I was 3, but I was put into it, and I don't mind it. I enjoy it fine, but
Gossip Girl signed off with her last XOXO. There's no doubt that our favorite S, Blake Lively, has taken advantage of all that time and kept herself super busy. She's gotten married, had kids, seriously, the whole shebang. But before you think that motherhood has kept her off the screen, think again. Blake has been super busy since and went on to star in several movies, including The Age of Adeline, Cafe Society, The Shallows, and the list could go on. Lively also has one of the most iconic and hilarious marriages in Hollywood. She first met her now hunky husband, Ryan Reynolds, on the set of Green Lantern, but they were both seeing other people at the time. Ryan was actually married to the stunning Scarlett Johansson, and Blake was still involved with her Gossip Girl co-star, Penn Badgley. Despite the fact that they both ended up calling off their relationships, Blake actually went on to date Hollywood legend Leonardo DiCaprio. We think we should take a moment to allow everyone to drool over Lively's gorgeous list of ex-boyfriends. Was she lucky or what? Blake and Leo only dated briefly, and it wasn't too serious.
For about a year after Green Lantern had come and gone and all that stuff, and we were both single, we went on a double date with, she was on a date with another guy and I was on a date with another girl, and that was the most awkward date for their respective part because we were just like fireworks coming across the... Yeah.
Now, while we can't pinpoint the exact moment that the actress and Reynolds started dating, we know it was sometime towards the end of 2011. The couple has managed to keep their relationship super private, even having a secret wedding a year into dating. Blake has done nothing but gush over her husband. He's going to be a great father and leader and patriarch. He's so meant to be all of those things, and so I get to share my life with the person he's become, and we get to grow from there. Over the years, the couple has had 3 daughters together. They continue to make their fans envious of their marriage because there's no doubt that Blake and Ryan are perfect for one another.
Everyday life, he is my friend first, and that's, I think that's the secret to happiness.
Penn Badgley. Penn actually turned down the role of our beloved Dan Humphrey twice. He was initially worried about being typecast in several different dramatic series roles. He was even contacted by the show's creator, Stephanie Savage herself, and she begged him to take the role, and he still said no. I was frustrated, and I was broke, and I was depressed, and I was like, I cannot do that again. I can't. Eventually, Penn accepted the role of Dan when he was faced with either having to work as a waiter or star on Gossip Girl. Humphrey fans will be eternally grateful that he chose the latter. Penn is no longer having to face being typecast after starring in the extremely popular Netflix show, You, where he plays a creepy, murderous stalker. Despite all of that, fans can't help but still swoon over his killer character. The actor's musical career has also been quite successful, and his band released their debut album in 2016. Penn is now also a new father, and he's happily married to Domino Kirke. The couple announced that they were expecting their first baby together after Domino had experienced 2 miscarriages. So for them, their new bundle of joy was a precious little miracle.
The whole world has sort of been turned upside down with coronavirus, but your own little world has been turned on its head. You welcomed a baby during lockdown. Congratulations. How's fatherhood going?
Swimmingly so far. I'll let you know in about 10 or 15 years.
Yeah. Oh, make it 20.
Chace Crawford. Only Chace Crawford can make a mugshot look good. The actor who famously brought Nate Archibald to life was arrested in 2010 in a pub parking lot in Texas after police discovered 1 marijuana joint in the car he was in. The charge is a misdemeanor, and he was booked into jail before subsequently being released. Thankfully, since then, Crawford has kept his record clean and has been focused on his acting, starring in Cry of Fear, Mountain Men, Blood and Oil, and a few more films. He hasn't been as lucky in love after breaking up with his latest girlfriend of 3 years, Rebecca Rittenhouse. In fact, he's currently looking around for the one who has not yet come into his life. I've been dating around a little bit, but, nothing serious.
If I could be on a reality TV show and still have an acting career, probably the Bachelor, Bachelorette. I'm a fan.
The actor has also said that he's really easy when it comes to being taken on a date. All he needs is some Knicks tickets and some pizza, and he's a happy man. Do you hear that, ladies? You could still have a chance of making Chace Crawford a lucky guy. Well, that's all we have for today, Juicers. It looks like our beloved Gossip Girl cast has been doing its best to make it outside the world of preppy high schools and teenage drama. And they're doing a pretty good job at it, if you ask us. Until next time, you know you love us. XOXO Rumour Juice.